Critical review of the Minnesota Importance Questionnaire by Emma, Eva, and Melissa. The Minnesota Importance Questionnaire is a self-report assessment that measures a person's needs and values in relation to their job and the work environment. It helps determine your work personality. The MIQ helps people identify their job preference, which can then be matched up with occupations that suit the individual's needs and values. The test can be administered to groups or individuals, but should be used only with those who read at a 5th grade level or higher. Two different forms can be used in administering the MIQ. In the paired form, needs are paired together and clients pick the more important need from each pair. In the ranked form, needs are given in blocks of 5, and the client rank orders the needs within each block. In both forms, clients are assessing the needs in terms of their relative importance. The questionnaire asks people to consider the importance of 21 different work needs, shown here in black text, and also their underlying work values, shown in the white text. Notice that the MIQ isn't asking about a person's interests. The types of themes related to the MIQ fit nicely within Maslow's hierarchy of needs. From basic physiological needs up to self-actualization, we can probably link the work needs and values into these categories. The Minnesota Importance Questionnaire was developed in the 1960s as a way to test and apply the theory of work adjustment, also known as TWA. This theory focused on the relationship between a person and their environment, often referred to as PE fit. According to the theory of work adjustment, the worker and the work environment are continually interacting and reacting. If the worker's skills and abilities meet the job requirements, then the worker is satisfactory. If the job meets the worker's needs and values, then the worker is satisfied. This worker and work environment would then be said to have correspondence. The predictive model of TWA shows the reciprocal relationship between the environment and the individual. Maintaining correspondence is an ongoing process. If the person or the environment are not satisfied or satisfactory, then adjustments can be made to try and improve the fit. The process model shows the range of correspondence that can occur. The lower third of the model represents when correspondence is high. There are little or no adjustments needed. In the middle section, things start getting less acceptable and adjustments are made. At the top, they no longer tolerate their work environment. MIQ needs and values are linked to different adjustment styles in the TWA process model. Activeness is when a person adjusts their environment. Reactiveness is when the individual changes him or herself. Flexibility measures how long a person can cope with discorrespondence before making an adjustment. And perseverance refers to how long a person will try different behaviors before giving up. Work personalities also involve celerity, the speed at which someone begins a task. Pace, the level of intensity, such as low or high. Rhythm, the pattern of pace, such as steady, cyclical, or random. Finally, endurance involves how long a person sustains their interaction with the work environment. Where Holland's theory measures personality to determine suitable work environments, the Minnesota Importance Questionnaire looks at underlying needs and values that correlate to each of the 6 types. Both use the concept of work personality to predict job satisfaction. The MIQ can help people identify why they aren't satisfied at work and what adjustments could be made in order to improve their well-being. The questionnaire could help older students explore career options and clients who might need a complete change or major adjustment in their career. The MIQ has laid the foundation for the development of the Occupational Information Network's ONET values measures. This self-report questionnaire can be accessed online for free. The ONET measures interest areas that are compatible with Holland's RIASEC codes. Scores can be used to find compatible occupations on the ONET website.
The MIQ is based on a multitude of research about work adjustment, which supports its validity and reliability. Research shows that the MIQ is highly reliable. In a study by Hendel and Weiss, the scale internal consistency for the MIQ was demonstrated in all 9 subject groups for each MIQ scale using the Hoyt reliability coefficient. Internal consistency demonstrates that the MIQ is consistent within itself when correlated with other items on the same test. The MIQ shows consistent and stable results over time with retesting. Hendel and Weiss found support for stability of scores of the MIQ with test-retest reliability, using a retest immediately and another at 10 months. They also found profile stability correlations, which suggested that individual profiles are reliable. Weiss and others also found test-retest reliability with 3 groups of college students. The groups were retested after 10 days, then 3 weeks, then after 6 weeks, and an analysis of variance was used to analyse these results. Based on these results, these were the 12 scales with the highest reliability. Rounds and others compared the ranked and paired versions of the MIQ. They found that score levels and score profile shapes were similar for both ranked and paired versions. Interestingly, they found that subjects preferred the ranked form. In 2 research studies, in 2011 and 2013, Luty and Hansen compared the MIQ to other similar scales and found evidence supporting strong convergent and discriminant validity for the scales. Earlier studies also found support for convergent and discriminant validity. So these results show that the MIQ is related to measures that test similar constructs and unrelated to measures that test different constructs.
Before distributing the test on a client, it is important to ensure it is the right test for that person. The Minnesota Importance Questionnaire is a self-reflection test and needs to be administered in a quiet and comfortable setting. The client should be given the question sheet, the answer sheet, and read the test instructions. The MIQ relies on the client answering questions with their initial thoughts and instinctual feelings, without pondering each question too long. It is important for the client to understand this prior to taking the test. They need to know not to go back on a previous question once moved on, and know that there is no incorrect answers. The client needs to be told the test will give them a summary of the relative importance of 6 values that match the needs of certain jobs. The questionnaire needs to be answered with the client's idea of their ideal in mind. It should be explained that there are repeat statements in the test but no repeat pairs, and they are intentional and must be answered. The Minnesota Importance Questionnaire can be administered through either a paired form or a ranked form. The paired form has the client asked to choose a statement between a pair that best matches what they value in their ideal job. In the ranked form, the client is given groups of 5 statements and asked to rank each set of 5 statements from most important to least important. Each form has no time limit. The average completion time is 35 minutes for the paired form and 20 minutes for the ranked form. To reap the benefits of the test, the therapist should debrief client results. Within the results document, there is a list of occupations with each occupation's key needs compared against the key values of the client. There should be discussion around the occupations that have high correspondence of client values to occupational needs. To identify these, the results show a predicted satisfaction column next to each occupation. The jobs labelled S indicate jobs that have high probability of satisfaction, jobs labelled L indicate jobs that have moderate probability of satisfaction, and jobs labelled N indicate jobs that have little or no probability of satisfaction. These labels should be debriefed with the client alongside why they matched high or low. It can be helpful to debrief the least suitable job types as well with the client, helping to highlight and eliminate job options. While debriefing, the therapist should highlight why certain jobs are predicted to satisfy more than others by looking at personal values and job needs.
According to the MIQ manual, the MIQ can be used with anyone over 16 years old, but is best used with adults. It is an appropriate tool that can be used in combination with other forms of assessment for clients thinking about changing careers, experiencing dissatisfaction with their jobs, or considering possible adjustments to their job to better suit their needs. For example, clients who are thinking about changing careers, using the MIQ might help clients have a good understanding of their values and needs and have a better chance of matching them with the appropriate career. For clients who are experiencing dissatisfaction, the MIQ could provide an idea of whether or not this dissatisfaction is being caused by a conflict with their needs or values, and if adjustment or a career change would be appropriate to enable them to feel more satisfied. For clients who are considering adjustments to their jobs, the MIQ results could help them determine what sort of adjustments could enable the job to better fit with their needs and values. Because it is used for work adjustment, it would likely not be beneficial for some high school students because they are unlikely to have had a significant amount of time in the workplace to think about a change in careers or adjustments. Studies show that the MIQ caters to a large variety of cultures, ethnicities, and genders. It is available for testing in English, Spanish, and French languages. A study was conducted by ONET to test differences in career choices, including a variety of cultural and background differences with other career questionnaires, to a group of employment centre clients and junior college students at 23 sites. This testing ensured that a diverse array of people were within the group, including males, females, Caucasians, Hispanic, American Indian, Asian, African American, junior college, employed, unemployed, high school students, and military service respondents. Interesting links were made through this test where demographic factors related to differences in values of respondents. Level of education linked to differences in the values of achievement, autonomy, and safety, where those with greater education valued autonomy and achievement, whereas those with less education tended to value safety. African Americans had greater value for status and altruism than Caucasians did, and males valued safety and altruism less than females did.